The SAG Awards are on Netflix tonight, and I wanted to give you my predictions. I know this video is a little late, probably going up only a couple hours before the awards are on, but I still want to give my predictions on who I think will win. Probably not going to be right, but I'm hoping I'm right on at least a couple, because I want to do predictions for the SAG Awards and then do predictions for the Oscars just in a couple weeks. The Oscars are in a couple weeks, and the SAG Awards are pretty important to guess on who's going to win the Oscars, so this is going to be very, very fun to predict these. But leave your predictions down below in the comments. Make sure you leave a like, but let's get right to the predictions. All right, first up on our predictions, and first category is Outstanding Performance by a Cast in a Motion Picture. The nominations are American Fiction, Barbie, The Color Purple, Killers of the Flower Moon, and Oppenheimer. You know, a nomination that I was surprised to see The Color Purple get was this, because you know, The Color Purple basically got shut out of the Oscars almost entirely. And I think it's mostly to do with, you know, the film's not amazing. I think it's good, but also the film came out a little bit late. But, you know, for best cast in a motion picture, I kind of have a hard time with this one, because I think this one is interesting because it comes down to like personal preference. Like, and we're getting best casting for the Oscars with the 2025 film, so that's going to come into effect in 2026. So that's going to be interesting to see how that works out. But for this one, I think that Oppenheimer should and will win. But I could hear a case in point for something like an American Fiction and something like a Barbie, because it's hard to get those comedic movies down, and you got to find some great people to land those roles and land those lines. But I feel like Oppenheimer just has the best cast of the year, has the most people, the most, like, and I wouldn't say most, you know, major names, but just so many different people have so many different lines. A lot of different people are doing a lot of different things. I think everyone has such a major line. Everyone, like, after Oppenheimer, you could ask everyone who their favorite performance was. And you know, they'd probably say Killian, but you could ask, who's your second favorite performance? People can say so many other people. They can say Emily Blunt, Matt Damon. You can say, you can say Rami Malek, and you can say so many other people. There's so many great performances in that, so many great secondary performances. So I'm gonna go with Oppenheimer, but I could see American Fiction coming in second for that one. That could easily happen. Female actor in a leading role for a movie. It's gonna be Annette Bening for Nyad. I don't understand how Nyad's getting a lot of love. Lily Gladstone, Killers of the Flower Moon. Carey Mulligan for Maestro. Margot Robbie, Barbie. Emma Stone, Poor Things. I think it's just going to come down to Lily Gladstone and Emma Stone. And you know, this is going to be interesting, because if Lily Gladstone wins this, then she could have a big chance at winning that Oscar. But if Emma Stone wins this, I feel like the Oscar is basically locked up, and Emma Stone will get her second Oscar. For me personally, I know a lot of people are going to disagree. I mean, I've seen on Twitter some hate coming towards, you know, these women for this role, for the actress role. It's tough, you know, to see that. You know, the Lily Gladstone, Emma Stone fans are like going at it for who's going to win, and I'm like, why are you guys fighting? They're both great performances. For me personally, though, I'm going to go with Emma Stone, because I feel like Lily Gladstone, you know, I feel like it's more of a supporting role, but it is kind of like a small leading role. I don't know where to put it, because I mean, she left supporting to go to leading, but honestly, I don't feel like it's big enough for like a leading like win. You know, it's a very big role, has a lot of emotional moments, but I don't think she has enough screen time. I wish she got even more screen time. Emma Stone, though, I feel like she does a lot with that role. It's a pretty brave role, and she's basically the whole lead of that film. The story revolves around her character, so I'm gonna go with Emma Stone for this one. I feel like it just means the most. Male actor in a leading role, we got Bradley Cooper for Maestro, Coleman Domingo for Rustin, Paul Giamatti, The Holdovers, Cillian Murphy, Oppenheimer, Jeffrey Wright, American Fiction. I think this is the same five for the Oscar, so that's kind of cool. And I think actress was also the same five for here. You know, Coleman Domingo, I don't see the love for Rustin. I thought Rustin was just fine. I feel like it's the most Oscar baiting movie on here. Also with Maestro, just a little bit. Bradley Cooper I thought was great in Maestro, but still I don't think it's a strong enough film. Jeffrey Wright, you know, I'm very happy for his nomination. I don't see him, you know, I think he's third on here. I think the two big ones on here, of course, Paul Giamatti and Cillian Murphy. We've all known it. We've all seen it. Paul Giamatti, he's such a great guy. You know, we all see those funny tweets about him going to In-N-Out after all the award shows because of how bad, you know, the food they serve is. He's a cool guy, and who wouldn't want to be friends with Paul Giamatti? Cillian Murphy, also a great dude, pretty laid back dude, as we've seen in interviews. He's had so many memes made of him because he's just so laid back and doesn't really care. And you know, I do see how it's like they're both going at each other. I think this is a bigger, like, you know, kind of, I would say, fight for the win over actress right here for Cillian Murphy and Paul Giamatti. I think they both have won like half the awards. So right here, you know, I see the love for Paul Giamatti, but I'm gonna go with Cillian Murphy right here, and I think he's gonna go on to win the Oscar. Cillian Murphy, I feel like it's just, you know, I feel like his performance is just the best, especially dude, with his eyes. He has so much emotion just come out of his eyes when the IMAX camera is like 1 foot away from his face. So yeah, it's my favorite, one of my favorite performances last year. So I'm going Cillian Murphy, but I do see where people are coming from for the Paul Giamatti love. And if he was to win another award, I would say he'd probably win the SAG, but I'm still going to go with Cillian Murphy just because how much I love that performance. Next up, we got female actor in a supporting role. Emily Blunt, Oppenheimer, Danielle Brooks, The Color Purple, Penelope Cruz for Ferrari, that's interesting, Jodie Foster for Naiad, and Divine Joe Randolph for The Holdovers. Do we have to talk about this? Do we have to talk about this? Penelope Cruz is a surprise nomination, but it's going to be Divine Joe Randolph for The Holdovers. I don't see a point in talking about that for much longer. And the last one for the film category is male actor in supporting role. Sterling K. Brown, American Fiction, that's a great nomination. Willem Dafoe for Poor Things, Robert De Niro, Killers, Robert Downey Jr., Oppenheimer, Ryan Gosling for Barbie. When the nominations got announced for SAG supporting, I was really surprised when Willem Dafoe got in, but Mark Ruffalo did not get in. I don't understand that. And, Willem Dafoe is kind of the heart of Poor Things. I loved his performance. But Mark Ruffalo, I thought, gave a better performance, a very comedic performance that I loved. And if we're doing Ryan Gosling for a comedic performance of Barbie, why can't we do, Mark Ruffalo? I thought Mark Ruffalo was insanely good. He's hilarious, the best he's been in a long time. If it were my way, I'd probably take out De Niro and put in Ruffalo. I would have loved to see a double Poor Things nomination for this and even the Oscars. Just sucks that Mark Ruffalo couldn't get in here, but he did get in for the Oscars. Right here, I mean, it's just like supporting actress. I think it's pretty locked up. Robert Downey Jr., I'm taking him over anyone. But, second place, I would probably go Sterling K. Brown or Willem Dafoe. Sterling K. Brown really made a lot of movement with that movie in the limited scenes that he did have. He has a lot of heart, but he's also just damn funny, man. There's like so many funny performances nominated for supporting actor this year, which I really like. But yeah, Robert Downey Jr. is going to take that one. I think we all know that. Now we got television. I'm going to do my I'm going to do my predictions here, but I haven't seen everything. I'm going to let you guys know that. Ensemble in a drama series: The Crown, The Gilded Age, Last of Us, Morning Show, Succession. I can be honest, I haven't seen The Crown, Gilded Age, or The Morning Show, but I don't think any of those are going to win. I think Succession's easily taken that. It's last season, the best cast, best performances. Female actor in a drama series: Jennifer Aniston for The Morning Show, Elizabeth Debicki for The Crown, Bella Ramsey, The Last of Us, Kerry Russell, The Diplomat, Sarah Snook, Succession. Right here, I think it's down to Elizabeth Debicki or Sarah Snook, but it's going to be Sarah Snook for Succession. It's just that last season is just terrific, and Sarah Snook really leveled up in that season. Male actor in a drama series: we got Brian Cox, Billy Crudup, Kieran Culkin, Matthew McFadden, and Pedro Pascal. Right here, I feel like it's down to Matthew or Kieran, but I'm gonna give it to Kieran, especially because that funeral episode was just heartbreaking for his character, and he really stood out a lot. Ensemble in a comedy series: Abbott Elementary, Barry, and The Bear. I mean, they're not really mainly comedies, but they are funny at times. Only Murders in the Building, Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso is not going to win this. It had a rough final season, let's say. I'm going to go with The Bear. The Bear's just sweeping every major award kind of show for television. But if it were to go to another one, probably Abbott Elementary for second place. But I'm going to go with The Bear for the win. Female actor in a comedy series: we have Alex Borstein for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Rachel Brosnahan for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Quinta Brunson, Abbott, Io Edebiri for The Bear, and Hannah Waddingham for Ted Lasso. It's going to be Io for The Bear. It's like, or Quinta, but I'm going to go with Io for The Bear. The Bear season 2 is great. Or this is season 1. I'm not sure, but The Bear, I'll say get the win. Male actor in a comedy series: Brett Goldstein, Ted Lasso, Bill Hader, Barry, Evan Moss Baccarat for The Bear, Jason Sudeikis for Ted Lasso, and Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. I'm not sure who I'd take here. Evan Moss Baccarat, I feel like he's kind of supporting, so this is kind of interesting here. But I'm going to go with Jeremy Allen White for The Bear. I feel like he's the strongest performance here, but Evan Moss Baccarat would be my second place. Female actor in television, movie, or limited series: I've only seen one of these, I can be honest with you. I've seen Beef with Ali Wong, and I think that she'll win. Only seeing that one, I still think that she'll win. It's pretty easy to guess that. Male actor in television, movie, or limited series: I'm going to go with Steven Yeun for Beef. Beef is just terrific show. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing? My second place, though, would be John Hamm for Fargo. I thought John Hamm was terrific in that show. Now we're on to stunts. We can do stunts. Yeah, I'm happy doing stunts. I've seen all these. For stunts, stunt ensemble in a motion picture: Barbie. Okay, Barbie's a pretty interesting one to have. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, John Wick Chapter 4, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning, part one, but it's not called part one anymore, so that's fun. It's probably, I mean, lock it down. It's John Wick Chapter 4 easily. Like, are we really talking about this? If John Wick Chapter 4 doesn't win, expect me to be a little bit angry on Twitter because I don't see anything winning over this. I mean, if you were to give it to another one, maybe Mission Impossible, but John Wick Chapter 4 was just incredible with the stunts. And the last category we got a stunt ensemble in a television series: Ahsoka, Barry, Beef, The Last of Us, and The Mandalorian. Um, you know, I don't know. I don't know how many stunts there were in TV shows this year, but I mean, I think Ahsoka or maybe The Last of Us. Um, yeah, I honestly, I'm okay with getting this one wrong because I don't know what to pick. I'm just gonna go with I'm just gonna go with Ahsoka. I feel like it's the most stunt heavy show there was out of this category. But I wouldn't be surprised if something like The Last of Us won because it's an HBO show and I think the strongest show on this list. So yeah, I'm going to go with Ahsoka for this one, but that's the one I'm not the strongest on. Those are my predictions for the SAG Awards coming on Netflix tonight, so make sure to watch them. And I'll probably have my reactions on Twitter, so look at that. And make sure in the description, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Letterboxd, all that. Leave your predictions for who you think's going to win the SAG Awards tonight. Make sure you leave a like, helps it a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.